morning. Welcome to Viewpoint, your program of personality, politicians, and perspectives. We'll take a personality and a perspective first. I think we've about whipped this politician stuff to a dead, so we won't worry about that. We have over, I believe, in New Mexico somewhere.
Well, they're still beating that dead horse.
Yeah, they're going to beat that dead horse until I'm gone. I don't want to get onto that this morning. Dearth of facilities to buy water, get water, and just buy snacks. So you're going to have to load up pretty good for the next, how many hours now?
Well, it's going to be 3 to 4 days, depending on how fast I can move. And I'm also will be moving uphill for the next couple of days, with some downhill when I get close to Santa Rosa. But right now I'm at about 4,000 feet. I'll be at 5,000 by the time I get to Santa Rosa. So
yes, you'll have
uphill walking.
You're going to have to shift gears. You won't be able to make it all the way up there in third without downshifting into second to get up there. All right. How are things at home for you? Okay.
Things are going well. Talked to my daughter yesterday, and she's doing fine. I gotta send her a message this morning, let her know that I'm going to be on this trip. Where
we just wanted to make another touch base with you this morning and see how if you're two can carry, and you're going to have a difficult next couple of days. So
well, hopefully not difficult, but challenging.
Yeah, well, challenging. All right, sir. Well, you take care of yourself and hold tight. We'll look forward to talking with you next week, Rashid.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much. Good luck. Bye-bye.
Right. Bye-bye.
Okay, we have Mr. Huda on the phone every week to kind of keep track and see what he's doing. That's quite that's quite an adventure. Particularly, he's not a young man. He's 64 years old. So.
Well, he ties right in with our program today because he certainly must be into fitness. He's walking from Chicago to Los Angeles on Route 66. Now, he's not quite the same age as Bill or I am, but he's not 29 either. I don't even know how old he is.
64.
Oh, well.
Just a kid in my book.
He's a young old man.
We want to start with a kudo right away, and it's really important that I make this kudo this morning. You know, annually, the St. John's Church, and this started several years ago now, and I'm not sure what Tony Reichstack wasn't right at the bottom of this beginning here. Anyway,
she was.
They have this treat to veterans every year, and last Saturday at the American Legion, they put on a really nice dinner for us, a short program. It was so much appreciated by all of us who have put on a uniform. So a big kudo to St. John's United Church and their youth group. So, right, sir. Now,
if Tony Reichstack hasn't been the Woman of the Month, she sure should be.
Oh, yes.
My word, that woman works her heart out for everything and everybody. She's very special. Very
she's
special.
still serving on the Habitat for Humanity organization.
Oh, gosh, yes. And
all right,
the Oasis. I had to say that. Okay.
All right, now. Is it okay, Jim, for her to have her part of the program? All right. Well, I wanted to make sure it was okay.
It was an editorial comment.
Well, let's get down to serious business. We've got some great guests with us this morning.
I know
Talking
that.
about a great organization out here in the west side of town.
Well,
east side of town. Sorry about that. East side of town.
And I'm afraid that not everybody realizes how great they are and how much they offer. Our guests today are Jacki Pavlik, Director of Fitness, Abby Neece, the Program Coordinator, and John Andrews, who is the Director of the Lincoln Park District, and he's here to keep watch on his
charges
workers here to see that they don't say anything he doesn't want said. So we're glad, John, you came to keep law and order, John. Good man. John's one of our neighbors too, huh, Bill? Jim and Bill and John and I all in the same territory.
Swaddling clothes.
Yeah. So anyway, Jacki, you were saying before we came in here this morning how many programs you actually have for fitness there.
We have, currently we have 28 group fitness classes a week.
Plus other things going on.
Right.
But these are organized classes that you're now speaking of.
Yeah, yes.
A lot
and
of folks just go out there and do things on their own, which is a really good thing.
Right.
But you organize classes, so that takes a lot of organizing, if you excuse the double entendre there.
Yeah, and they're all included with your affordable membership too, which is an awesome deal.
Oh my!
So you don't have to pay if you're a member at the Park District. All the group fitness classes are included with your membership. So
now that's very inexpensive. It was.
It's very inexpensive.
It was at my age as a single, $85. What is it today now? Maybe slightly more.
For a full access, just adult membership, it's $230 a year. For a senior, it would be $200. For a circuit,
but that's everything.
Is $155 a year, or a senior would be $100 a year.
Yeah, well, that's the guys that I went under, and being a cheapskate, I went the least amount I could go for. But and also it was a hell of an investment.
Yeah, and that includes all of our group fitness classes. Depending on which membership you purchase, can include our huge circuit area, our weight area, our sauna, our basketball, volleyball courts. The indoor track is great for walking during the cooler weather. It's nice terrain, so you can walk anytime. It's nice flat surface. We also have a 1-month full access membership for $30 for those people that just want to pay month by month, or maybe for college kids that are home for winter break or something.
Sure.
There again, that includes all of our classes, use of the circuit area, weight room, sauna, courts, the whole deal. So really you can't get a better deal anywhere.
It's not an expense though. It's not an expense, it's an investment.
Exactly, for
in
your
you
health.
And your health.
Exactly.
That's what it is. It's an investment.
Some of my friends have moved to Friendship Manor across the street from you, and they just are very involved.
They do.
I bet you have a lot of people from there who come over.
We do. We have a real great senior program. We do offer, for those folks that qualify for the silver sneakers, we do offer that as well. So I think it's adults 65 and up. If their insurance qualifies.
Is that what you consider senior citizen, is 65? Mm-hmm. Okay, because it's different everywhere.
Well, for the silver sneakers, that's for 65 and over. If they qualify, then their insurance pays for their membership, so it's a very good deal.
Yes.
We also have a membership deal going on that'll begin, I believe, November 28th through January 6th, 2017. If you purchase a 1-year full access or a circuit membership, you get 1 month free. So actually 13 months for the price of 1 year, so it's a great deal.
Good.
And if Sammy Smith comes home for the weekend from college or is on the trip with goodness where, he can come in and pay an on-spot fee?
Yes. Like
now,
we have daily fees too.
Yes,
so.
that's what I meant. Abby, what are your spheres of areas of responsibility out there?
Well, being the program coordinator, I take care of all the special events and other programs that go on mainly for the youth in town and the community. So right now in November, I'm promoting a winter wreath class. So it's arts and crafts, and that'll take place November 29th. So you can come out to the Park District on a Tuesday night from 6 to 8 and make a winter wreath. So that's kind of nice for the holidays. You can hang it around your house and show it off to anyone that comes over, and it's a good piece to talk about. And then also at the end of November, I'm going to be starting registration for the co-ed winter volleyball league. So it's a 6-team league, and I'll organize it so that any adults that want to come out and get a group of people together to just leisure play volleyball, that'll be happening this winter and go all the way up until March. So,
do you have means of assigning somebody to a team if they haven't made up a team of their friends?
Yes, yeah. They can either sign up individually or they can also get on a team, but if they don't have a team, they can sign up by themselves, and then I would place them on a team.
Good.
Yeah,
I think it's important that we understand that the age groups that you serve out there at the end of Wyatt Avenue, What would be the youngest? They start with biddy basketball, I presume.
Well, biddy basketball now is with the YMCA. So we do junior railer basketball, which is 1st grade through 6th grade. So that's probably our youngest that come to me for programs. Yeah.
And then, of course, we go up to some folks that are geezers.
Yes.
Or geezerettes, as the case may be. Mr. Andrews, you have John Andrews is the major domo, the director out here. You work with a board of directors. Tell us how that board of directors is made up, John, and how often you meet.
Well, Bill, we have a 5-member board. They're elected like every other couple of years. We have 3 of them up for re-election this year. So if anyone is interested in running for the park board, the filing date is, I believe, December 12th through the 19th. So petitions are at the park district you can pick up. But yeah, the board, I have a wonderful board right now. Jane Weaver is our president. Of course, one of our neighbors. We like to keep things close, you know.
That's right.
And she worked with Jacki so often on that physical fitness and when she was running classes and so forth.
Yeah, she's a fanatic. I don't know what's wrong with her. Because
Well, she suffers from OCD.
oh my God,
Really bad.
her workouts are the unbelievable in
That's
the
what
morning
I
if you would come out and watch. So, but anyway, we have a 5-member board. I served on the board since 1990 until last year when I resigned because the board offered me the job as the director. So
And that was a good move.
I've been around a long time. Well, thank you, Bill. But I enjoy it very much, and I got a great staff. That makes things a lot easier. But I don't know, whatever you want to talk about. I mean, it's the community that pays for this building.
That's the taxpayer subsidized program out there. Let's go to your swimming. Not just a swimming pool, your swimming complex, for want of a better word.
Yes.
How did that go last year?
Our new aquatic center.
Brand new.
Yeah, brand new. We did get a partial summer in before, but last year was our first full year. We tracked numbers, and we had over 14,000 people come through and enjoy the pool last summer.
Is that right?
Yeah, and it was a beautiful summer for swimming, as you know. Unfortunately, with pools, they're not money makers. They're more of a convenience for the community, but we sure are glad to have it because a lot of kids don't have the opportunity, you know, to have a backyard pool or whatever. So yeah, 14,000. So
That's remarkable.
Wonderful summer.
You served across the spectrum as far as ages are concerned. Probably primarily high school age and down, I suspect. But a number of adults would go out there and enjoy those. That's really a state-of-the-art facilities you have.
It is. We're very fortunate to have it. It took some, general obligation bonds to get to this point where we are with the Park District, and that happened the first year I came on in '90. I really wasn't aware of what goes on with park districts, and for us to really gain, we had to start selling some bonds. And we have continued up till today. In fact, they're due this December again, but that's what really allows us. Tax money helps, but it's not enough, so you have to have a little more income along with your revenue that you bring in from services. So, but we're doing okay. We're doing good, and we're pretty close to getting our OSLAD grant money. So that was a matching grant of $400,000 for the pool, and the state has the money, believe it or not, and they're waiting to get our paperwork done and okay it. So,
well, if they ever get together to have a meeting, maybe you'll hear from them.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have to deal with those guys. So,
well, you should say thank you, God, for that.
Yeah, I do. Let's don't get into that, though.
Okay.
We'll talk about politics the last 28 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, Abby, how long have you been on board with us?
I would say it's a little over 3 months now. I started mid-August, so I've been 3 months.
And how have you found this as a challenge to you as far as employment's concerned?
I love it so far. I got my degree in Parks and Recreation, so this is exactly what I went to school for, so I love that. And I love being back in Lincoln, believe it or not. I am from Lincoln, so coming back is nice. You know everyone, good connections. It's easy to, mix in with the community well because you already kind of have established yourself. So that's really nice. The only challenge I would say is, being new into the field, just graduating college. It's, applying the real world experience with what you've learned in the classroom.
Yeah.
So for me, I've learned everything, but I haven't applied it to actually real world experience.
It's kind of like learning to play bridge. You can read the book, but when they deal you the hand, then it's real world.
Then you're,
It's called the learning curve.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jacki, how long have you been with us at the Park District now? Quite a while. Maybe since the ARC landed.
I don't know, maybe a little over 20 years, something like that.
Think of that.
So,
Yeah. Now tell us about some of the classes that you are involved with.
Me personally, I mean, I'm involved with all of them, really. I have a great staff of fitness instructors that I work with. They're just wonderful. They're very knowledgeable, motivating group of people. So we're celebrating our 10th year of spinning classes this month. So I can't
Our
believe
10th year of which?
spinning classes.
Now, just tell Judith K. about what that's all about. I'm going to recommend she take that.
Yeah.
We do have an easy rider class, so maybe you would like that.
Do I look like a not physically fit person? Amazing.
She's got to learn to stay upright first.
The spinning classes are organized exercise classes on a stationary bike. It might sound a little boring, but it's really a great cardio workout set to music with a motivating instructor, taking you through the different terrains, whether it be a flat road, hill, that kind of thing. So we've had that for 10 years out at the Park District. And thanks to John, we now have the computers on each of the bikes that tell you what your RPMs are and that sort of thing. So that's kind of a neat feature that we have now to offer on the bikes. It kind of helps establish where you want to be in your workout and everything. We have great senior classes that we offer 4 times a week. We have weight classes. We have HIIT classes, high intensity interval training. We have Bosu ball classes now, the half ball class that we offer. We have yoga. Our yoga's real popular right now.
I knew some people who did yoga, and they felt it was very beneficial. Maybe you could talk just a little minute about what that involves, would you?
Currently, we have Emily Ryan. She's a Lincoln native who comes and teaches classes, our yoga class for us on Thursday. She's awesome. Her class is basically very relaxing, stretching poses. Kind of turn the lights down and just relax. Her classes are very effective yet very simple. You don't hold the poses very long. It's just a very good way to relax and sort of end your day. We have it on Thursday evening, so by Thursday people are kind of ready to relax, and so her class is a great way to kind of top off the week a little bit and stretch out and just relax.
The fact that you offer so many, anybody can walk off the street. They don't have to be athletically inclined or anything. They just have to have a motivation to take care of their bodies.
Right, yeah. Our classes are tailored so that they fit all fitness levels, so you can modify the classes very easily. And,
so you have people in A class who are at different levels then?
Oh yeah, we have people from, some of our classes range from teenagers up to age 70. So we have a great range of people in our classes, and they're you can modify them very easily. Very easily. We are also offering a winter wellness challenge that I think is going to be very effective, and that will begin in January. If you're a non-member, it's $65, and with that you get I think it's like a 6-week membership that you get with that. And then if you're a member, it's only $20, and you get to meet with a trainer or coach each week, a little bit of nutritional advice, kind of just a great way to jumpstart the new year. So that's a very good deal that we're offering.
And
it
that's
also
what
includes
people
our
are looking
classes.
for.
Yeah, it includes our classes too, and so it's a very good deal. Go out to our events calendar too. That's something that we've been working on for quite a while. So if you go to the Park District website and look at our events calendar, it will show all of the fitness events and the events that Abby puts out there too, as well as it'll show our blood drives, our board meetings, anything that's going on at the Park District.
Let's put that address down out on the air. Our Park District website is
www.lincolnparkdistrict.com.
Lincoln Park. Everybody knows the triple W's. So if you just remember, LincolnParkDistrict.com, that'll do it.
That'll do it. And check out our events calendar. I believe it's up on the right-hand corner. Click on it. It'll show everything. You can also hover over the event, and it will pop up more, or you can click on the event, and that will extend the information, and you can check it out. It's a great feature that we have now on our calendar. It gives all the group fitness classes, all the events, everything that we have to offer.
You know, if Jim Ash didn't work so doggone many hours, he'd be a great product out there, because with his background, with his good heart problems and so forth that he's had, but he works too many hours to even think about it. He can't even spell rec. I'd like to point out, too, that it's gender sensitive. I've seen men out there with these ladies in these exercise classes, and they enjoy it just as much as anybody else.
Oh, heck yeah. We have, in our senior class, we have lots of different, we have men, women, different age groups. Like I said, senior class can average 50. I believe our oldest class member is going to be 90 next Monday.
Well, bless her heart.
So, and it's a male. So, and I can't say who it is on the air, but.
I will say I went to Illinois State University in Bloomington, and they had group fitness classes there as well, but they don't even offer as many as we do at the Park District with 28 classes.
I'd like for you, if you would, Abby, to talk a little bit about the things above and beyond the fitness classes that you have coordinated.
Yes, yeah. Our fitness classes are amazing at the Park District. They're a big hit, and I will say some of my friends from the suburbs of Chicago were in town this weekend, and I showed them our facility, and they were just amazed about how nice it is, well kept, and how many things we have to offer, because they, being from a big city suburb, they said our facilities there aren't even as nice as the ones, as the Lincoln Park District. So that was nice for me to hear, because I've never visited their facilities. Obviously, we went to school together and we were in the same major, so they're doing what I'm doing.
Sure.
But that was very good to hear that, in Lincoln we have such a nice facility, and, we like people to take full advantage of that. So.
It's a beauty, you bet.
Yes, but no, right now I'm working on for December, we do our annual Treats with Santa. So that's all ages. It's free of cost. It's going to be on a Saturday from 9 in the morning till 11. I think it's December 10th, so you can come out then and bring your kids, and they get to meet the real Santa. So whoever that Santa will be, they'll meet them, and he'll be in town. Santa, the mysterious Santa, will be here, and they will get to have treats and milk, and there will be a coloring contest too. So Santa will talk with them.
Do you have ages for that?
Yeah, all ages. Anyone is welcome.
Okay.
So yeah.
Folks, we're sitting here giving a commercial for our Lincoln Park District, which is really what we want to do. But it occurs to me, we're getting so involved in this that we're forgetting the fact that we have to have commercials for sponsors so that we can talk about the Park District. Go ahead, Jim. And we're right back live in the studios here at WLCN. The program is Viewpoint, of course. Our guests this morning are Jacki Pavlik, a newcomer to the Lincoln Park District. She's only been in this about 20-some years. And we do have a true newcomer, Abby Neece, who's come aboard with us here after graduating from college with her degree in this type of work. And a fellow who's been around just a day or two, happens to know the former mayor of Lincoln many, many years ago, Pete Andrews' son, John Andrews, and we're sure glad to have John with us. And we're happy to have John in his capacity out there at the Park District. He served with Lincoln College for a number of years, and we're going to. Abby had something she wanted to cover, and then we're going to go to John. Go right ahead.
Sure,
Sorry.
Yep.
The old bait
A
was
little more
switched.
time here. No, I was just going to mention that if you can't make it out to the Treats with Santa, I am doing a new program this December. It's Letters from Santa. So if you're not able to make it out, I will personally, if you come out to the Park District, fill out a form, write a letter to your child, and then send it before Christmas so that they can open a letter
neat.
from Santa.
That's neat.
So yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so all you have to, the deadline, it does end December 1st. So come out to the Park District before December 1st. I'll give you a form. You just fill it out, kind of give me a little more information about your child. And then from there, I'll write up a handwritten letter from Santa, mail it off before Christmas so that they can open it.
Oh, wouldn't that be
I
exciting?
have a request from Santa.
What is it?
Give me a very, very, very large airplane to ship all the malcontents out of here, never to hear from them again.
Ones who wanted to go to Australia?
Let's see. I don't care where they go. They can go to Antarctica as far as I'm concerned. John Andrews, let's bring you back on because you have some things you want to be sure and cover, John.
Yeah, just a few, Bill. Other than day-to-day operations, which we handle pretty much, we're putting things in line, and I really like the way things are moving at the Park District. And it's not all my doings. It's just once again, I have a great staff, and I do want to mention Christine Logeman, who works the desk for us, and she handles a lot of situations that never get back to me, thankfully, because I'd probably be a little more stern on some of them than she is. But she does a great job for us too. So I wanted to mention her name.
Thank you for that.
Just a couple of things to give you an idea. Memberships, I just checked this morning. We have 972 paid memberships at the Park District. And when you add in their spouses and kids and whatever, it comes up to 1,681 people that are
That's
taking
an endorsement,
advantage.
John.
Yeah, and I was real surprised with our new software system that we put in. We can track things a little better now. So pleasantly surprised with that. And the people that are out there, it's such a positive atmosphere, and they're so dedicated to what they do. I wish I could get some of my buddies to come out instead of sitting around all day and doing whatever. So, we're not young either anymore. I'm up there.
That.
Yeah, thank you.
That happens in this life.
Yeah, but just to give you some ideas. And one thing that we have, I've been working on for the past couple of months, we are forming a new Lincoln Park District Foundation, and we have a board of about 6 or 7 people that I asked to serve. Most of them are members on the memberships that come in and work out every day. So I'm excited about that, and we already have 2 people that are ready to give.
Good.
We're ready to wrap up the lawyer's work here shortly and get that moving. So I just wanted to mention that because we'd like to keep the Park District going. It's been going since '61. So
Was Hap Jacobson the first director or not?
I remember Hap. He might have been the first one at the new building. Now, I remember the old wreck that was down behind Gazzardo's there in that parking lot. That's where I went to register for baseball, so that gives you some idea. But I think Hap might have been the first director. But that was a long time ago.
It was.
Yeah, and just one other thing. Abby and I and Christine, we were talking yesterday. I've always wanted to do something for the veterans. And being in my position now, I can do a lot more for the community. And Joe Shaler's going to come in tomorrow, and we're going to talk about things such as discounts on memberships, because, those people need to be active, too, and stay active. And I think it would really help them in their lives, as it does everybody. When you're physically fit, you just feel so much better about yourself. So just a couple things I wanted to mention. And
I'd like to ask you something since we're talking about day to day. How many employees do you have there in total?
We have on our main staff, what do we have, 5 or 6? I can't remember. 6, yeah. 6 people. And at the back.
But you have to keep the building up and everything too.
Sure, yeah.
That's expensive.
And at the back desk, we have 12 individuals that work part-time. In the summertime, we bring on 3 kids to help with the fields and all the parks,
Right.
which we take care of the city parks. We also bring in lifeguards. We have 24, 25 lifeguards that come on with you have to have a lot with the new aquatic center. So
What do you have to pay a lifeguard today?
you can pay a minimum wage, Bill, but we try to pay a little bit more to help the kids out. Not a lot, maybe $9 an hour, something like that.
You'll find it's hard to believe with my physique and build, but I was a lifeguard in my,
You were?
my days of my youth.
Well, we can use, if you want to come back.
I was just fishing for maybe something for next
We
summer.
can do the toddler pool would be perfect for you.
Assuming I make it to next summer.
Yeah, no, we'll find a place for you. So-
John, you mentioned something, alluded to something. It's kind of an ancillary spin-off. It's a byproduct that is really positive. Just going out there and doing your own thing, or with a group, whatever, but appearing out there and interacting with other people from different walks of life, different age groups, different backgrounds. You get to know people, and that's a real positive spin-off.
It is, and it's been very enlightening for me. I haven't always been a people person. I kind of see things my way, and
I noted that.
yeah. So, but I'm trying to grow up here late in my life. But yeah, there's so many positive people out there, and every time someone comes in and is hanging their head and got problems, I try to address it with them and just say, hey, come on, man, this is a place to come and get healthy, So, but 99% of them that come out there, they want to take care of themselves. And if you don't, you can see what's happening to our country. So,
Ladies, do you want to endorse what he says here about being a people person, or don't you want to jump in there? Just want to give you a chance.
remember, Christmas is bonuses.
I have to say, since John has come on board, it's very positive out at the Park District. It's fun to go to work. I love my job,
There's a key.
and he's just been very positive for the Park District. So
I knew that
we're
would be a good move when they made that move.
very good move. So we're very thankful.
It's such a blessing when you have a job that you look forward to.
It is. It is.
Not everybody can say that.
No,
Yeah.
it's a great blessing. So we're all very happy. We're all very happy now. So we're very appreciative. And I think he is a people person now. So
There's no question
trying.
about that.
I'm very proud of him. So
Yeah, you bet. Well, people think of going out there and they think of bodybuilding. Well, that's just one facet of it. About 1.5% or maybe 0.5% of people are into bodybuilding, and God love those who are. I would always use you mentioned so often how well it did for me.
It's true.
But seriously, there are so many things. You can go out there and work individually on your own skills and take care of yourself, or you can get involved with some teamwork, or just in spin classes, or just exercise classes, and where you react with other folks. And it's a nice way to invest an hour or two of your time.
right, and remember, out at the Park District, you can come to the classes and work out, or like you just said, if you don't choose to do that, if you want to work out on your own, we're open from 5 a.m. to 10 during the week. So you can come out anytime. That's kind of one good thing about our membership is it does include all the classes, but yet if you're not, if you don't think a class is where you fit in, you can come out and work out on your own, or we do offer personal training, so those are options as well. So just lots of things.
If you had to say one or the other, which would you say is more beneficial for an individual? To work out by themselves, or to be in a group that's doing whatever it is they're doing?
I think it's up to that person. I think it's a personal thing. For me, I think working out in a group, whether it be a small group or a larger group, I think it adds motivation to your workout. Plus, you can learn proper form, technique, that kind of thing. That's very important when you're lifting weights or doing any type of workout. Form and technique is very important, so you get the benefit out of the workout. So,
Well, plus, as you get older, there are a lot of people that are like Bill and me and don't have any social life or anything to do or any friends, and you need the socialization, right, Bill?
Yes, there are, seriously. Now, you hit on a really important part, but a lot of folks will tend to, when they get older, they kind of think, well, I'm
Withdraw.
old. And you are physically you're older, and by age you're older. But if you keep your mind young and get yourself involved in with younger people, you'll enjoy every day a lot more.
Right. Our senior classes, they say the senior folks that come in, if they're all there, there's close to 50 of them in the class.
Yeah.
We started off with 8 about 8 years ago.
Is that right?
That's right. And they say the camaraderie and just the,
Yes.
that aspect of it is a huge thing for them. So
And they make friends within that
they
group.
do. They're like a family.
Yeah.
So they've all come a long way, and they absolutely love the classes. And they come up to me and they'll say, my cholesterol's better, my bone density, my blood sugar, all these things have improved since I've been coming to class. And that happens probably a couple times a month. Someone will come up and tell me, what their doctor has said. Oh, keep going to that class because whatever you're doing, it's working. So it's just a great thing for all these people to get out and they come rain, sleet, snow, whatever.
Well, they've proven that we're a society of people who aren't very physically
Well, there's
fit.
2 axioms involved in aging. We have to get old.
You don't have
On the
to.
other hand, we don't have to get old. It's a matter of mindset. And God has been very good to many of us who are in these advanced ages. Not so good to some others, unfortunately. But we can help Him help us if we'll do it. And so we thank very much. We're going to start at the top. This Girls in Our Appreciation. Our director, John Andrews. We appreciate what you're doing for our community, John. You're doing a lot of good for a lot of people. And we're sure glad you came aboard. And young lady, we're happy to have you with us. Miss Neece, we hope that you'll have a long run here and only go to better things when you have to make a change. And Jacki, we appreciate the fact you've been with us down through the years. That's one of the spin-offs I've enjoyed. When I walk through those doors, I see Jacki working with these groups, and they're having fun. And they're working hard and they're taking care of their bodies.
Thank you, Bill.
So I'm going to close with this quote that I found somewhere. It said, take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. Thank you for Viewpoint.
Thank you, folks.